Wrong day to cross the mountains. On December 2nd, 2024, while passing through Peru's Central Highway, the mountain road was already soaked from days of heavy rainfall. Traffic was crawling cautiously in one direction
Oh,
while
I
the
love
opposite
this
lane
laptop.
moved
I have
freely,
no
and
regrets about
their
it. It is
pickup truck
so
was
fucking
stuck in the
smooth.
jam. But at that time, a massive rock broke loose without warning and came hurtling down with
This computer I
terrifying
have, Brandon,
speed.
I've been
Before
trying to
anyone
get
could
one of
see it,
these
it
since I was
slammed
fucking
into
10
the
years
pickup
old.
with such force that the truck flipped onto its side like an empty
But
box. Two
by then
passengers
they were like
inside the
fucking
cabin
almost
were killed
$4,000 brand new.
instantly. When police combed through the crushed wreckage, they discovered the victims were Chinese nationals
Now I want
who
to
had
get my
traveled
fucking
all the way to Peru, not
religion
as
machine,
tourists, but to finalize
the
business
machine that
deals.
Nolan
The
has.
driver was the
Is
only
what I
one
want.
pulled from
He
the
has my
wreckage
gaming
alive,
fucking
badly
setup,
injured
or my
but
fucking
breathing.
dream gaming
Rescuers
setup.
rushed him to the nearest local hospital despite the very real risk of further collapse on the unstable road. Against all odds, he survived. The disaster later forced locals to demand stronger barriers and stricter monitoring during the rainy season along the Central Highway.
Hi there. Would you like to receive a gift? I'm a missionary for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day.
Level 2, the last sunrise. 6 high school boys in Japan drove to the coast on New Year's morning in 2011 to watch the first sunrise of the year, not realizing it would be their last. When they reached the Hikawahama Auto campsite, 2 boys climbed higher than the rest onto the breakwater. That day, the wind cut harder and the waves roared louder than usual. Just as the sun rose, a massive wave suddenly surged in, smashing against the concrete. The 2 boys had their feet swept off in a single violent motion and vanished into the water. As the water receded, the 2 were spotted struggling in the freezing surf. One of them still managed to grab the edge and climb onto the structure, coughing and shaking, but alive. But the other boy, Yoshiki Hoshina, was pulled much farther into the sea by the strong current. Seeing that, one of the friends on the pier ran to save him. Just then, another massive wave struck the breakwater, swallowing them both entirely. Somehow, the boy who went to